Welcome to the Dirt Shed Show, and it is a tech takeover today.
Which suits us because we're looking at fully 3D printed bikes.
Yeah, including some big name that might have won the world champs, like the Athertons that have leaked their alloy bike.
Okay, sadly, Martin is off sick, and the rest of the boys have gone on a swanky old road trip on a brand new bike that I can't talk to you about, that you will see on the channel in the next couple of weeks. Very exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. And yeah, I guess it's a GMBNTech Takeover, really. A lot of tech there, which suits us though, because we're going to talk about tech, and it's really exciting. We've got the Athertons leak of their new alloy bike.
Release, accidentally leaked on purpose. Did you mean to put it in there on the third slide? I don't know.
Yeah, lots of questions to ask, really. I mean, it looks like it's got similar 3D printed sort of lug technology. Obviously, we'll know more when the bike is actually released, hopefully. It looks like it's alloy. We're assuming it is. I mean, there's so many questions. Will it have custom geometry? Is it going to still have the DW6 linkage on the back?
Yeah.
What alloy is it using? Is it kind of like a kind of bonded construction?
Yeah.
So many questions. It's just exciting.
I know. Question is, do we care that it's an alloy bike? I mean, you know, did we think that it was sexier when it was just a 3D printed and carbon frame? Or are we more excited that there's now an alloy version coming out?
I am a lot more excited.
Are you?
Yeah, no, hugely so. I think it looks like really, really exciting. I think, yeah, I don't quite have the budget to stretch for the wonderful Atherton bikes. Obviously, value is a relative term, and if you ride your bike a lot, a more expensive bike is good. And obviously, the Athertons they do a lot of custom with their bikes. So they've got a huge range. Is it 22 sizes as stock plus custom?
Are they going to bring that through on the alloy?
Yeah, I mean, even if they just offered like 10 sizes, that's probably
nice.
Twice as many as lots of other brands. So it'd be really interesting to see how that develops. I mean, I guess they're not, and also interesting to see the construction in terms of, will it be the sort of like tubes and bonded to printed or forged or welded? Yeah.
That'd be exciting.
Because we've seen with Pole, they're using full machine construction. You saw at the Handmade Bike Show the Acto 5, was it?
Acto 5 fully CNC machined.
Yeah. 2
blocks of aluminium and then bonded together. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I wonder if the question isn't, do we care that there's another alloy bike, or is it that carbon might actually just be going out the window and we'll all be on alloy soon? You know, you've got Commensal that are going for high-end premium bikes in alloy only. Maybe carbon's dead. I don't know.
I don't think
Maybe
it's
you've heard it here first. It's dead.
Well, I mean, so all of that excitement aside, I will say I had a really good chat with like writing a script yesterday and talking about carbon, and it was fascinating. I think there's levels and levels within carbon, and I think it's really easy for us to just kind of think of just sort of black laid up material as carbon, but then there's so much you can do with carbon in terms of the fact that it's you can change how it feels in different directions because you lay it up differently. It's almost like an additive manufacturing for some brands.
Well, yeah, I mean, Revel have been playing around with additively manufactured carbon, like, as in 3D printing a carbon frame, which we saw at Outta over on GMBNTech channel. Little plug
full
for you
tech
there.
Takeover.
But speaking of 3D printing, my next bike for you is pretty wild looking, and don't get too upset with us because I know it's an e-bike, but check this out. Does it not look like a little trials bike to you with that sort of low standover top tube?
Okay.
What are you saying?
I mean, that looks amazing and wild. I need to see more pictures. I mean,
so what we've got going on here, we've got a single swing arm, which has obviously been 3D printed too, as it's kind of growing around the chain, which is pretty cool. Single swing arm, which means, you know, it's got its own hub, because obviously you need to attach that somehow. It's an auto-shifting EMTB gearbox bike, high pivot, 2 chains. I mean, it's got all of the buzzwords, hasn't it? I
mean, yeah. I mean, I'm just kind of stunned because it looks so wild. It looks like it's been grown in a sort of like Petri dish versus designed. But I think that's fascinating in terms of, I think we've discussed AI. Maybe we haven't. Maybe we need to discuss AI more. But
Martin's gone on about it long enough, hasn't he?
No, but I think there's a couple of like big engineering type companies that are using AI to do iterative design. So you might come up with, okay, we've got this point fixed, and as an engineer, you might kind of, oh yeah, that looks like it's good. But actually AI will go, well, actually, for all the loads that you've inputted, and this is where it gets potentially bad or good, is that you get all these different iterations of the design, and it chooses, AI chooses which one works. Obviously that assumes that all the data that you're putting in is correct, because yeah, it might not be. So, but this looks fascinating, even though it is just an e-bike. So,
yeah, and it's just a concept bike at this stage. It's not going to production, but I'm definitely interested to see whether other companies might want to run with a design like this. I mean, look at that head tube. You can see the steerer tube of the fork straight through the head tube. Whether that's a good idea or not, I don't know. But guys, let us know down in the comments below. What do you think about a fully 3D printed bike? And should we be having more metal bikes rather than carbon?
So podcasts are like radio, you say?
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
right,
sort of
cool.
like, it's like shows, but in your ears.
Wow. So, yeah, excitingly, now I understand what podcasts are. They are available out there, everywhere. Apparently it's not news, I'm just late to it, but Dirt Shed Show is available as a podcast. So if you're not listening to it as a podcast already, and you need some kind of like wonderful dulcet tones to listen to while you're driving, or doing something that you can just listen to.
Yeah, if you're missing Martin right now, head over to the podcast and listen to one.
Although the last one will just be me and Rich talking, so it won't be quite the same, but almost.
Yeah, oh well, hopefully he'll come back soon. Anyway, last week you and Rich were talking about snow biking, and the people in the comments thought it was snow joke.
Oh, that's very good, love it, yeah. Yeah,
that's what you get
ski,
when you come
surf,
to two
bike.
nerds on a show.
No, that's great, yeah. Okay. He said, guys, you've got a big audience in Nordic countries, and nobody here wonders if snow biking is going to be a thing. Do we need to stop biking for winter? Good point. I have also. I've lived in Finland for a little bit.
I do forget about our sort of wintry friends. Bianchi 1984, who's maybe a roadie of my vintage by the sounds of it. Yes, snow cycling is most fun. When I wipe out, I'm hitting snow, sometimes deep fluffy snow rather than asphalt or rocks or mud. Snow cycling is my favourite cycling season. No way, we're like... Yeah, I guess maybe in the UK we're forgetting that people are actually into this.
No, it's great. I lived in Finland for a little bit, and yeah, like biking in the snow, it cleans your bike, so it's not that dirty.
That's very
true. And it is a hoot. So yeah, sorry that we didn't mention that enough, but we did mention it on the tech show, so I'm not going to bore people again. Drew Preston says, I love DH mountain bike racing, and I think if they can make a course on a ski slope that had features, maybe not as big as Fabio Vidmar.
It's a bit much, isn't it?
They were a bit much, I think, but you know, it's fine. Fabio Vidmar's there to do the things that we can't even imagine, but did something cool. I think it'd be really fun to watch. I live in a Nordic country and spend Friday afternoon tobogganing. So yeah,
on his
there we
bike,
go.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no, that'd be great.
Well done you. But Work Less, Ride More has a few choice words to say. Snow biking is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Well, okay.
I disagree. You need to try it, pal. It's awesome. Get out there a bit more. It's very fun. But he also says, how about we focus on improving the coverage for DH and figuring out how to better cover enduro?
Which fighting talk that is.
There's some validity to it, but yeah. If you've got comments on comments, then make your comments below.
What's up, everybody? Bit of rare, good bike industry news to start off with this week. British bike brand Orange are having their long legacy saved, continuing trading under new owner Ashley Ball. They've managed to acquire the frame manufacturer, allowing unification of the entire production process under one roof. Also, further good news as Atherton Bike celebrates its 5th birthday, celebrating the launch of new models, a World Championship win at Fort William under Charlie Hatton, and it looks like some new adventures in aluminium and a facility in on the horizon for the growing brand too. Let's get to the team news quickly. Zero Bikes have launched a downhill team, the Kiwi brand, picking up hometown hero Sam Blenkinsop and Welsh shredder Taylor Vernon to ride their gearbox belt-driven downhill bikes on the world circuit this year. The Union downhill team have shared their lineup, confirming retention of Lackey Stevens-McNabb, Chris Hauser and Frida Ronning this year, and also adding 16-year-old Ellie Hulsbosch to the team. Looks like a session. They also change frame sponsor to Trek Bikes and add MV wheels and E13 components to their roster. Couple new products. Ergon have released the GDH Team, a new grip developed alongside Valley Hall, Troy Brosnan and Fabio Burrell. It's got a new extra soft gravity control compound and some extra unique shaping and contours designed to relieve those pressure areas on your hand when holding on tight at breakneck speeds. A pair will set you back a few cents under €40. And the new Nolly Chilcotin launched yesterday, all new with updated geometry, kinematics and frame design, one-piece link driving the shock, enduro bearings throughout, and that new Nolly staple, a straight top tube. The size runs small to extra large, but there are 2 travel options in the range tailored by the suspension spec on the bike, either 170/170 or 160/155. 29-inch wheels are standard, and what's actually nice is the flat tooling locations around the bearings, meaning that when you're pressing in and out, you're applying even pressure to the frame and paintwork through the tools. 4 colours starting at $4,499 US, topping out with an XT build at $5,799. Okay, that's all for me this week. Let's get over to Toff for the sickest thing.
Right, this week's sickest thing has to be this new video from Alex Storr and Forbidden Bikes called Straight Outta Wrexham. Pause. I've tried that about 3 times now and I just can't say it without it sounding sus. It's filmed and edited by Callum Philpott, so you know the vibes is good, and there's loads of sick clips in this, such as this big, massive Euro table at this like natural half-pipe spot, which looks crazy. But oh my days, I watched that 2-wheel drift on that off-camber bit about 10 times already. It's like so sick. It's also good to see Alex putting his influencer superpowers to good use to inspire and advocate digging, because if no one digs trails, there's no trails to ride, right? Anyway, definitely worth checking this one out. But that's my sickest thing this week. Time to go back to the shed.
Hacks and bodges, hacks and bodges. No?
I thought Richard always goes, hacks and bodges, hacks and bodges.
Okay.
Is there a different one?
Maybe I've just got the junior version. So
FFS. Anyway,
no,
hacks
like,
and bodges.
Oh, right, yep.
Shall we look at them?
Yes, let's look at hacks and bodges, indeed.
So I've got one here from Dennis in San Diego.
Before we dive in, we'll look at these, but if you've got hacks and bodges, you can use the uploader, which is in the commentary bit below, where you can upload them, so stick them in. Cool, yeah, Dennis, please. California.
Dennis, he needed to run a new cable in his dropper. He's using a chopstick to get it in there. Have you ever used this before in the workshop?
I mean, not... Yeah, I mean, no, I've used a kind of like metal or plastic pointy stick, but that is the sustainable option, using a bamboo chopstick.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, I mean, obviously maybe clean it before you, chow mein is wedged forever in your inside of your bike,
no,
but
definitely.
no, that's good.
Is this a hack or a bodge? It's got to be a hack, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think a hack. Yeah, no, that's,
right.
yeah.
All right, hack, nice, lovely, okay. And then the next one is Eddie has made his own wheel jig. What are we saying about this? Are you liking this?
That is fantastic.
He says it's adjustable for different wheel sizes.
That's brilliant.
And yeah, instead of 400 quid, it's costing him about 4 quid.
I mean, yeah, I feel like you've got to hope it doesn't get too humid or too damp, which might change the wood.
Oh, typical.
So it might, I'm just like,
just look at the word and
why
say
haven't we got wooden
nice.
ones before? No, it is nice. I'm just thinking if there's like high humidity, all your wheels will be slightly.
I love it. It's a hack.
Okay, right. All right, I've been overruled.
And then finally, we've got a gang who are doing the C2C, which I believe is probably north to south in the UK.
Coast to coast. So
coast to coast,
it's like Yorkshire to...
On his nuke-proof Mega, believe it or not.
Oh yeah, no, fair play. It's kind of
north of Yorkshire, his dropper post started going all pogo sticky.
Oh,
and so he just nicked a bit of wood from a nearby nearby construction site. And he's made himself a rigid. What are you saying about that?
There we go. I mean, it's innovative. I think the rope one that was in the best of was very good, but that's great. And also, the very rare Crank Brothers saddle. So bonus points for that, because they weren't around for very long.
That's defo a bodge.
Yeah, good work.
Cameraman Joey, is this the point where we throw a mug at you?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, don't worry.
That's not it. Is he lying?
No, there is a mug throw, but we don't do it yet.
It's not this one. Okay, all right, let's move on.
So last week, hopefully everybody rushed out and bought one of these fantastic winter enamel cups. They are brilliant, by the way.
But this week, if you buy this,
which is fantastic, these.
All 3?
I'm not sure if you get all 3, but I think you get options. These are really good. Yeah, you just get one. They're available in different sizes.
I like this green. It's nice.
Yeah, it's like a nice sage. I'm not sure if we're calling it sage. Just green and standard.
I'm gonna go with
but there you go.
Sage, yeah,
we've got a nice blue, which is not necessarily blue, but that's the large.
Tealy.
And yeah, they're kind of well cut. So they've got a little, what we're calling it, a seal shield. Very good. Nice. So yeah, lots of options.
Yeah,
get those on the shop.
And actually, there's 2 new jerseys that have dropped in the shop, so do check that out if you're up for a long sleeve jersey for the spring.
So things we like this week.
Yeah, over on the socials, Faceagram, I found some cool things. Look at this video from Jackson Goldstone at Magaza Fest. Check out this second jump that he's about to hit. The guy is in the air for an absolute age. Wait for it, wait for it. Oh my days.
So I've not seen that from that angle.
It's
I mean, those
mental.
jumps are humongous.
It's
but
crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah, someone in the comments says, he touched the moon. And another guy says, he is a cyborg from the future. I think they're both right, actually.
Yeah, they could be. I mean, maybe because he's not, it's a bit like us. He's of normal height. He's not abnormally large like lots of other people who are presenters. So potentially he looks like he's going further
He looks
away.
far away, but actually he's just small. I think he's both, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then I've got another one for you. What do you reckon about this? So Killian Braun, he's obviously run out of gnarly lines and now he's just riding lines.
Wow. Okay. Is that like NASCAR lines but in Canary Islands?
Yeah, well, it's on the Fortaventura volcano, so I feel like something crazy is brewing.
Okay.
But to be honest, I'm not sure. I can't even colour inside the lines, let alone stay inside a
Yeah,
line
no,
like
that's...
that. What do you reckon?
Yeah. He is just sort of next level, isn't he? So, yeah, fair play.
Yeah.
Like it.
Next one up is a friend of ours over in London, actually. It's Laurie Arthur. I couldn't help but share this because he is being chased down by Brendog in Dovey Bike Park, and I can't even process the speed of this. I think someone's cut his brake hoses.
He's just sped it up a bit, hasn't he? It's just
reckon?
Brendog's just turned it up. He's turned it up to 11. Normally it's on 10, so now it just looks faster.
Yeah, so you've got Brendog like saying, "Oh my goodness me," which is the most British response I've ever seen to someone going fast.
Fun little mini story about him.
Do it.
1 year, Fort William, he rode clips.
No.
Yep, I know because I gave him the clips. You can deny or gossip about it on the comments, Brendan. Now it is caption time.
Yes.
So yeah, last week Rich had got an image where he was steam was coming out of his ears.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was possible, but the things that they can capture on camera is quite amazing. So
and they say he's a happy chap. Really, he's actually a very angry man.
Really, is that the steam? Anyway, feel like there's more later. Maybe we'll do an XL version. So it'll be a Tech XL takeover Dirt Shed Show. Faster.
Yeah.
Rich finally solves the mystery of where the air goes when you lower your dropper post.
Nice.
Orcs, okay.
ALC says, looks like mountain bike price inflation has gone to Rich's head. $6 grand for a bike, I'd be steaming too.
I mean, yeah, very good.
See what you did there. That's good.
And then Rich in Scotland we have a saying, oh, I'm not even going to...
Go on, do it. Don't go riding if you're steaming.
Okay. I feel like that may need translation. Don't go riding if you've had a beverage.
Yes, that is exactly
Cool, there we
correct.
go. Excellent captions.
Is this where we get to throw a mug at you?
No.
When do I get to throw a mug?
Well, I mean, technically you do it at any time, but you'd probably have a chat with somebody in the office.
Okay, do we not pick a winner? Go on, Owen, pick a winner.
From the captions?
Yeah, who's the funniest?
Let's say the Scottish one, that was great.
Really?
Yeah.
We are steaming.
That one.
All right, well done.
That was last week's winners. This is going to be the caption contest for this week. I can't see it because I don't have technology or computers that really work for me, but you will be able to see it. Put your comments in below to be able to win pride points. It will be amazing.
Hashtag contest, caption contest. Hashtag...
There you go, gold.
Okay, it's Bike Vault time where we completely judge you on your bikes. So I've got a few things here. One of my first ones, I was totally in love with this, is an On1 Scandal, because I had one of these.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if they still make them in Scandium.
Scandium enriched alloy, wasn't all Scandium.
Oh, fun fact.
There you go, useless.
Right there, if facts can be
Named
fun.
after the Scandinavian mountains.
That was from Ethan in Glen Tress.
Very
what are we
good.
saying? This is where we go nice or super nice.
Super
isn't
nice.
it? We did
Super nice.
Loving that colour as well, actually. And then next up, I've got, they've left no name or bike, but
Nameless, but the bike is impressive. What have we got? We've got a Moonraker.
Yeah.
Brilliant. There we go.
Yeah, I'm loving the all of the Mavic yellow. That brings back memories of when I used to have the like full yellow Cross Max rims on my YT Capra.
Very good.
With BROSE suspension. That's going back some time.
I just say nice. I'm a bit, the hole near the head tube scares me. But you have options of it as well.
We'll go for nice. That is definitely nice. This is a nice shot for sure. Check this out. Snowy conditions over here for this
is it a Nikolai? Ooh,
oh,
very good.
Jens in Düsseldorf, Germany.
Excellent choice there.
Suitably German. Yeah,
super
absolutely.
Nice.
Super nice, suitably German hardtail there in a German landscape.
Pinion too.
Absolutely. What a dream. Jens.
Yeah, great winter bike.
Chef's kiss. Next up, more snowy conditions here. We've got Severai in Oulu.
Yeah,
in Finland.
Very good. Yeah, we'll give that super nice straight away.
Really? Why? Yeah. What are you saying?
Just Finland. Yeah, more shout-outs for Finnish riders.
Full Olands there and some almost matchy-matchy gold brakes. Loving that. And then over here, looking pretty raw, is a Cannondale Habit hardtail. You don't see many of them, actually. It's his brand new bike. First day out, James. Location at home. What are we saying?
Well, I mean, the at-home section, great great garden, good fence panels as well.
Excellent.
Always good that.
Super nice railway sleepers there.
Yeah, no, but good options. But I love the tan wall, love the raw frame. Looks like it'd be rad, so yeah, super nice.
Nice. All right, all right. More snow over here.
Ooh.
Fat bike, what are we saying?
Yeah, that's just super nice straight away.
Oh, okay, just giving them away these days.
No, not giving them away.
People aren't even earning them here.
Well, I feel like we pissed off everybody in Nordic countries last week where I didn't. I said I quite liked snow and riding on snow, but there was a bit of beef about it. So I think, a bit more snow love.
All right, this, I had to pick this. This is a sour pasta party, freshly built in the kitchen. I mean, check
up.
that out. Is that not delightful?
That is very nice.
Little custom steel, is it, potentially?
Oh, you did? No, it is steel, yeah, it's very nice.
I just love the cleanness of that seat collar, so yes. It doesn't work for me. I don't like it. Okay, final one. You better do this one. What are we saying about this Trek here? Trek Remedy 8 in Warncliffe, Sheffield from Craig. Is in the classic Remedy colours, if you ask me.
I mean, yeah, it looks like a session, but yeah, super nice.
There we have it. Pretty much super nice all round. We're not an easy touch, honest. But do send in your bikes into the uploader. Links in the description so we can judge you. Okay, before we go, things we're looking forward to this week on Saturday. There's mountain biking sucks in the rain, unless you do these things. So some handy tips to get you through the winter.
We've also got our mountain bike shoes worth the money. I mean, yeah, watch it. Obviously, it'd be really good. I mean, yes, they are. No brainer.
Maybe. We'll find out. And we try and work out if we can make a puncture-proof tyre. Well, we don't. I think it's actually Blake. So tune into that on Monday.
That will be interesting.
But for now, that's all we've got time for. And don't forget to join the debate in the comments.
Comments
in
below.
The comments,
there are
not
comments.
the contest. On what you think about those metal bikes we talked about. But for now, thank you and bye.